Good morning! This is Domingo and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'd like to share about the 20 reasons Japanese women stay slim and don't look old. Japanese is a beautiful culture and peaceful people. An archipelago made of 4 major islands and over 6,000 minor ones. Japan is home to a wide range of geographical culture and historical diversity. Japanese women are known to be delicate, slim, and youthful, and the life expectancy of Japanese people is the highest in the world. This is due to Japanese culture and the lifestyle choices they make. It may be hard for us to comprehend, but it's nothing out of the ordinary for them. Oftentimes, when you ask a Japanese person about their health secrets, you will get a blank stare. Their way of life has been perfected through generations, and they view it as something normal. Therefore, you may be able to understand why is their society so advanced and healthy at the same time. Unlike the individualist Western country, the Japanese take pride in belonging to a group of functioning together. Their lives are embedded with the idea of being better in a group, and they love the feeling. Day in and day out, the goal of the Japanese people is making their country a better and more efficient place. Every single part of their day is committed to efficiency, health, and improvement. Therefore, it may be hard to comprehend such a way of life. You have to live to see it, but we've decided to bring the whole phenomenon a little closer to you. In order to understand the secrets of the longevity of the Japanese women, you have to study these 20 crucial life components. Only then will you be able to see the bigger picture. Number 1, drinking green tea. Green tea is thought to be the highest beverage on the planet and has become renowned for its many various health benefits. Green tea has been used in China since 8th century and is made from unoxidized leaves of the Camellia sinensis bush. Green tea has been long used in many cultures for its various medicinal properties. In Indian culture, it's used to control bleeding, support wound healing. It also aids digestion, improves mental and heart health, and regulates body temperature. It's full of antioxidants and nutrients and has a powerful effect on health when consumed. Number 2, consuming fermented foods. The process behind fermented foods may sound unappealing, but it's an ancient practice that is full of sorts of health benefits. Fermentation is a metabolic process that uses natural microorganisms like bacteria or yeast to feed on sugars and starch. This process preserves the food and creates beneficial enzymes, B vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids, and probiotics. Popular fermented foods are sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt, tempeh, pickles, and miso soup. Fermented beverages like kombucha or kefir is also a popular choice. Adding fermented foods to your diet will provide you with a whole range of health benefits. Aside from adding good bacteria to the gut, fermented foods also increase levels of vitamin A and C and make foods more digestible. Number 3 reason is popularity of seafood. A wide array of seafood is enjoyed in Japanese cuisine, and many different types of squid, fish, octopus, eel, and shellfish can be found in most daily meals. Seafood is a common ingredient in sushi, salad, curry, and tempura. It can also be grilled and served on its own alongside rice and miso soup. Seafood is a rich source of nutrients as well as it's full of protein, vitamins, and minerals like B and D vitamins, omega-3, fatty acids, and much more. Low in saturated fats, one of the greatest health benefits of a diet high in seafood is the promotion of a healthy heart. Number 4, eating small portions. In Japanese culture, the phrase ichijusansai is one soup, 3 sides is applied at mealtimes. So, a typical Japanese meal usually consists of a staple food like rice or noodles. It is paired with a main dish such as fish, chicken, pork, or beef with side dishes like pickled vegetables and miso soup. This may sound like a large amount of food, but the portions are all smaller sized and based on seasonal ingredients. Japanese etiquette dictates that different flavors must not touch each other on the same plate. Therefore, every serving is presented on smaller serving plates, such as the Japanese people generally do, heap their food onto the same plate like we do in Western culture, and this may contribute to their health and well-being. Number 5, walking is a ritual. Walking in Japan is a wonderful way to discover and explore the country. There are many different paths and pilgrimages to undertake if you're lucky enough to holiday there. But if you're not, you can still walk like the Japanese do. Not only do Japanese people prefer to walk in their overcrowded cities to minimize traffic congestion, walking can also be considered as a Buddhist ritual. Around 90 million people in Japan consider themselves to be Buddhists, and as such, many of them undertake the practice of walking meditation. Walking meditation is an easy exercise to do as it doesn't require any fancy equipment. You just need a comfortable pair of shoes and you're good to do. It involves deliberately thinking about each step instead of just walking on autopilot as you normally might. So as you walk, focus on lifting one foot, moving it forward and putting down on the ground. Focus on lifting the other foot, moving it forward and taking the next step. Notice how your body weight shifts as you begin to walk forward. Simply go forward. Number 6, eating on the go is a big no-no. In this day and age, it can be difficult to find a time to sit down and eat one meal, let alone 3 meals every day. Everyone is so stressed and busy it's almost impossible, but eating on the go is one of the biggest mistakes you can make when it comes to healthy eating, and the Japanese people know this. In their culture, it's considered impolite to eat while you are on the go, whether you're walking on the street or using public transport. They believe eating is a sacred time to refuel and energize the body, and as such, they devote time to every meal to sit down and focus on food. When we walk or move around, our brains are distracted by doing two or more things at once. Because of this, we don't notice the signals of our body sends us that tells us we're full. Eating mindlessly means we can't keep track of the food we've eaten, which is why we can eat a whole bag of crisps while watching TV without even realizing it. Verse 7. Healthy cooking methods. When food is cooked, a large portion of the nutrients can be lost depending on the technique used. The healthiest way to cook are largely used in Japanese cuisine. Generally, there are four main cooking methods. Agemono is the most prominent way and is similar to deep frying but uses healthier batter like tempura. They also have mushimunu, which is food prepared by steaming, nimuno boiled food, and yakimono, which is form of broiling. Steaming food is likely the healthiest option as it both cooks and seals in flavor, which eliminates the need for any additional fat to be used during preparation. Steaming preserves nutrients better than other methods and is a perfect choice for cooking fish and other seafood because it doesn't dry out the flesh. Steaming is a quick, easy way to prepare a whole meal from the meat to the vegetables using either a bamboo steamer or a simple saucepan. Number 8. Practicing martial arts. In Japan, martial arts are more than just a popular sport. They are also a way of life and a spiritual practice. Dating back to 23 BC, martial arts were traditionally performed by samurai warriors due to the restriction on weapons and other members of society. Since then, the arts have been developed and grown to become incredibly diverse. Nowadays, we have different training tools, methods, and philosophy across various schools and styles. There are many styles of Japanese martial arts. Some include Aikido, a style of fighting that aims to be peaceful in nature and based on self-defense with an emphasis on strongholds instead of attacking strikes. Next we have Aido. Next, Sumo, Karate. So there are plenty. Number 9, hot spring baths. Natural hot springs, also known as onsen, are hugely popular in Japan and can be found in every region. There are various types of hot springs distinguishable by the mineral dissolved in the water, which each mineral providing a different health benefit. Hot springs are believed to have a relaxing effect on the body and mind. Number 10, healthy desserts, which we think of dessert, cake, ice cream, or other generally unhealthy foods which come to mind. In Japan, dessert is used as a chance to cleanse and freshen the palate after a meal rather than enjoying a heavy sugar-laden snack. Japanese desserts often include fruits and have been developed other centuries by using available ingredients like rice and sweet beans, so they are usually very low in sugar. Number 11, abundance of untouched nature. If you've ever taken a look at all the brochures and images picturing Japan, one thing is constant. Regardless of the urban sprawl going on, there are thousands of acres of untouched nature. You can see mountains, ski resorts, and breathtaking wildlife reserves. This may indeed seem like a weird occurrence to Westerners. Why is that the case anyway? For any outsider, capitalizing on the touristic potential is something more than normal. In Japan, things are a little different. The entire nation nurtures a friendly outlook on nature. They don't exploit their natural riches, nor do they ruin them for the sake of profit. Ever since an early age, children are taught to live in harmony with nature and not disrespect it. Because of this, they have a tendency of going on weekend-long retreats in the wilderness. Number 12, commuting to work and school. Number 13, a universal healthcare system. Much has been talked about the healthcare in the US and other countries. A big downside to it is the expensive program that many are obliged to follow. We often tend to pay staggering amounts of money for routine surgeries. This is without mentioning the medications and other medical necessities. In Japan, health is a priority and the government treats in that way. Every single person in Japan has their health care completely covered by the state. The entire program takes only 10% of the GPD, which is much less than many Western countries. Paid for by the government, every single citizen can enjoy the benefits of this system. Because healthcare is free, people don't have to shy away from regular checkups. Number 14, regular social gatherings. Although Japan is still a capitalist country, they are much different than the rest of the world. Many of us don't have time for social gatherings when we are deep in our career. One would think this is also that case in Japan, but it's not. Even though they work a lot, they offset this busy schedule by spending a lot of time with their friends. This is a habit formed ever since an early age. Many Japanese women have lifelong friends that they spend time with on a weekly basis. Number 15, productivity at work. Now, this may seem like a surprise. All the doubts have a base in the fact that work does cause stress in certain instances. Stress in turn has been the cause of many maladies, disorders, and early death. If so, then why are Japanese women still the fittest and the oldest in the entire world? The answer is a bit more complex, but it lies in difference between the notion of work there. We don't look at work the same way. Productivity makes a human being have a purpose. He does something beneficial and gets rewarded for it. In these cases, people both provide for their families and make their society a better place. In the western part of the world, we tend to despise work and view it as slavery for low wages. It only causes stress and is, in many cases, a necessary evil for all those who want to survive. In Japan, things are way different. Okay, I will cut this video up to this point only, and I will be having the second part kasi masyado nang mahaba yung video ko. So, para hindi tayo maboring, hanggang dito lang muna. Bye for now. God bless. Abangan ang part 2.